Hey everybody, we're gonna actually finish up an event. Normally I don't play events that I drafted offline with folks on stream here, you know, on air, but this deck is so good and I'm closing in on 7-0. I thought it'd be fun to finish with you guys and see if we can make it to the old 7 win. This deck is bonkers. Might be my best deck in the format. And it started with a Pack 1, Pick 1 Starnheim Unleashed, my first ever in the format. And then it ended up with a Showdown of the Skalds, I think passed to me in Pack 3. Like this was Pack 3, Pick 4 or something like that. And it was just like, whoa. Okay, this deck is really got there. This is where I ended up, actually no, I ended up here. And I don't know if it's correct. The way I had it, I think the cards that I added after my post, or like the cards. Oh no, wait, this is not how I had it. This is how I had it before. I'll show you how I got to 5-0. This is my 5-0 build. What was the one I added? Hold on. Oh, reinforcements. This is my 5-0 build, but I wasn't sure it was correct. I feel these are. I'm not cutting the Raiders, but I was just at least showing you what I presented to Twitter. And these were the two that I was most well, frankly, these three. These were my big three question marks. Do I really want to tap land in aggro? I mean, I have plenty of auras. We have Removal Aura, Rune of Sustenance, Rune of Speed. So we got 3 good auras. We got good equipment. We got Dwarven Hammer. We got Raven Wings. So we got equipment to get as well. And it's basically free except for that tap. I don't want 2. For sure I don't want 2, but I decided on 1. Champ and Warhorn Blast are these like get them through type cards. And I think where I am is like, this is where I got there, but Gold Maw Champ especially is where I was not sure. So not sure about these. We could just play it out with the way I built it, but I'm really curious if people have strong opinions about this. Warhorn Blast, again, not a superstar in this format, but look at, like maybe reinforcements was very late on my cut list. Maybe it's cut Goldmaw Champ, play the reinforcements, and then that further justifies the Warhorn Blast. I hear you that this is not, maybe this is at its best in Flyers or whatever, but we do have 2 Usher of the Fallen. And we have put in a, the reinforcements. So I think I'm going to try this. Yeah, I'm going to go with this, and we'll play it out. Yeah, the Raiders were, I took the Raiders out. It's interesting. Like, I don't know how many cards you all think are just no-brainers. Like, if you look at this and be like, well, we know all of these are going in. I don't know if you, which ones you think are no-brainers or not. In this type of deck, with this type of situation, I think the Raiders are almost no-brainer, but I thought they were close enough that I could do that. That's another thing. Armory, this is best of 1 though, and as we've seen from the 17 lands data, I think you can justify the 16 despite the Armory here. What do Raiders do exactly? I mean, are you asking me to read their rules text, or what is their job in this deck? Job number 1 is being a 2-powered attacker on turn 2. Job number 2 is rummaging away unwanted lands or spells that we can't use right now. And job number 3 is that they are berserkers for the Ravager. Job number 4, they trigger the berserker meme, as Hat says. I mean, they're doing a bunch of stuff. I think they're a pretty clean include. When you get to rummage with one of these, it feels great. And simply making absolutely sure that we are on board with 2 power on 2 is huge. Because if we do it this way, without these raiders, we're looking at 3 on 2. Now, we have a slew of 1s, so maybe we do 2 1s on 2 or whatever, but I love this low-down creature count. I think this is a really good thing for us to have here. The thickness at 1 and 2. Well, the thing is, Haj, I was agonizing about it through my 5 wins. If I felt like, yeah, I would. But I've done it my way. I think the card that was underwhelming me the most, or the one that was least likely to do what I wanted, was the Gold Machamp. And I've replaced it with the card that I think best plays into our strengths here, with the Basalt Ravager, the Titan, the Warhorn Blast, and just having general go wide. So I like this. One reason that people, I think, do better on their second accounts is that if you don't play them as much, your rank is likely to be lower. So if you're doing a lot of Premier on your secondary accounts, you're probably playing worse opponents than on your main accounts. Well, the deck is so good, it's not surprising it's 5-0. I mean, but just on the strengths of its bombs, but it doesn't mean I had it built correctly just because we're not defeated yet. I'm going to quickly thank my sponsor, Card Kingdom, for all of their wonderful support for you YouTube friends and folks in chat. If you haven't checked out the old link, please do so. Click on it every once in a while, and any business you do with them will support my stream. Thanks, Card Kingdom, and thanks to everybody who does do that. It really helps. I appreciate it. But where is... here. I want to throw the 2 on here. This is the secondary account. Well, I hope the Raiders are good. We got a couple of them. We could pitch one to the other, but we're keeping this. We got the pup into Cav, into Raiders, into blah. Looks good. Code Spell is not a card that I like all that much, but when I've got 6 other 1-drops, Code Spell was high on my list. That was a late cut. Now Raider looks to maybe want to ditch a Plains, depending on what we draw here. Certainly if we draw, I mean, I'm playing Cav next, but if we draw land, like, yeah. So, you know, what is Raider doing? I think you see what Raider is doing now, right? I mean, this is a great thing to have if you're flooding a little bit in an aggressive deck like this. Appa with the blocker. Yeah, I mean, I think the account that I have the best win rate on is my the account that I never even play, like my 4th account, because it's always down there at the bottom of things. Well, I'm going to attack first with the Pup Threaten. And then we will play one of these Raiders and pitch a Plains. Oh yeah, I probably should have done it. You're right, but I needed to. Actually, I needed to play a land to threaten Pup. That's why I did it. But other than that, I think you're right. But what we'll do is say that right now we have 2 pups. Let's see. Wait, is it more white or 2 ushers, 2 battlefield raptors, only 1 pup? So it's clear that we want to leave the Plains up. Raider doing work here, because we're going to pitch another one of these, almost certainly. Bind is pretty solid against decks like ours, but Oppo is struggling here with without the mana they're looking for. I think we put Rune of Speed on the pup, actually, and then it can get through this situation without a pump. We could put it on the Raider, but then we're not attacking with pup anyway. So I'm going to go... we go Raider first, though, anyway, and then decide where the Rune goes. So, come on, Raiders have been fantastic here. We have effectively flooded. Like, we are at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7 mana, 7 land in our 16 land deck on, you know, with 13 cards gone. These have been all-stars now. Anyway, we're gonna still follow with my plan of making the pup a little more dangerous without a pump, without a boast. Hey, it's a card I never see in this deck. Hey, yay! Offer a Raider here. They can trade if they want. They might have to. Somebody go tell me how much my win percentage just went up by drawing this card. Ooh, we get double foretell. So, should we be one more turn worth of greed on the angels? We can go reinforcements, bound, and go. And then if we draw a land, we get an extra angel. I've never played this card before. I don't know how to break Starnheim Unleashed wide open. But yeah, I'm going to go with that line. You think greed is bad? I don't think this is necessarily being greedy, right? Because we get to bind this up and get in. That's funny, Mike. I just mean in the abstract. Now we didn't get an extra angel because we didn't have another land. We still just get the 2, but we could do it all. We can usher and get 2 angels, which after attacking here seems like it ought to be the line. You'd hold Usher in case they have Sweeper. That's fair, but they seem far off from it. Like, what? I guess they could have the black, blue, black, green. Like, what Sweeper are they going to have in a turn? I think at 8 mana... I guess they're dead to the Angels if they don't, so that's fair. We'll just do that and make them beat us. Or make them beat these. Even killing an angel doesn't do it. We still have 8 left after that. Boom. Starnheim Unleashed being a sorcery makes it unplayable for you. You must be very good, Gaho. Rocket agrees. Oh, by the way, I want to apologize again. Like, it's so funny. I'm playing away yesterday. Play. My wife is out in the backyard meeting with some contractors, and she's blocked the dog door to keep the dog from bugging them, keep Rocket from bugging them. That's right up at the top of the stairs. Apparently, I don't even know for how long or how loudly or how annoyingly, Rocket was up there whining his ass off at my wife. Please let me out in the backyard. Please. They're going to kill you, mommy. Right? He's like desperate to get out in the backyard, whining, but doing it with such a high-pitched noise that my old ears didn't hear it at all. I didn't hear it at all. I only even knew it was happening when chat started to be like, is my dog okay? What's going on? Is Rocket okay? What's going on? I'm like, what are people talking about? Rocket? And I look up and he's up at the door. I'm like, oh. Oh. Anyway, I'm like, hey, Rocket, you're going to need to change your tone. You're missing your audience with your whining, buddy. You're missing your audience completely. I have no doubt abused my ears over the years. I'm trying to take extra good care of them now. I get a little ringing in my ears sometimes. Not anything like hyper dramatic, but enough to be like, well, this isn't exactly what we want to see out of an opener. This Warhorn Blast, we want like 17 cards deep. But I mean, I could get my ears checked, D, but what are they going to do? There's the hearing loss is not reversible. There's not, like, all you can do is not do anything worse. So I could go check my ears and find out exactly how much they are weaker than they used to be, but I don't think it matters. I want to know whether they're mulliganing this or not. I feel like I can't really do it. I'm going to keep. I mean, we got both our both colors, and this deck has good draws, and we have some removal, and we have a couple of things to do anyway. Ain't asking for much. This deck is mostly creatures at this point in terms of the spell density. We had stuff to do with our mana. If worst to worst, we foretell some stuff and we have interaction. So, and we can even cycle this on a basic land if we had to. That's what made me feel like we had to go for it. Solid start from Oppo. A 2-drop into a Glittering Frost. What are we gonna do? Don't have. I guess we could foretell the Bolt and have the Bolt up. I'm gonna send in though. I did too many festivals with the hairdo I've had for the duration in which there have been 0 festivals, D. That makes a ton of sense. You just wanted to say Jesus hairdo, and I ought to time you out on principle. I'm trying to figure out if I want... Yeah, I guess I want Bolt, because we can just hardcast Reinforcements next turn. And then we have a possible Bolt during Oppo's turn if we want it. And we will. Glimpse is okay for us. We're about to make 2 creatures with a Warhorn Blast behind. CD, I don't care what you think. Because I assume at this point that you are not gay. I want to know, I'm just trying to be attractive to those who would find me such. Well, we're going to bind that, huh? Let's bind it and foretell the blast. Probably blasting coming up here. Ooh, we could do... And we can even raider after the fact. We can also hammer and make the token, though. So let's... Well, we could send in and see. I think they would put the mentor in front. Mike likes swing and blast. They are at 14. And then we get the raider after that anyway. They're you know they're going to block, and if they don't, they're in a bad way. I actually have a good friend who is very style conscious. Like, he is the most stylish guy I know, and he has medium to long hair as long as I've known him. And I actually got can you give me a hairstylist? Like, where do I go post COVID? Help me do something with this. I've made a canvas and I have no idea what to do. Oh no, this is the longest my hair's ever been, D. I think we keep all this. We like the rune, we like the hammer, so we're just gonna play a no value raider this time. I like both of these, so I said no pitch. We can even fall in, Rune of Speed it, and Boast. They got some action here, potentially, but I'm gonna go for this. Could make a hasty hammer eventually, but I think we got him close enough to dead that I'm just gonna apply max pressure here. Make them kill, like if they reach out and kill the Usher, okay, but then we get to swing in for 6 and they should be at 4. It's usually costly. This, I think, a 2 for 1 us, but we're on a front foot enough that I feel like it's worth it. That's kind of rough. Do we want it on top? Do we want to draw that Usher? Probably. Get him to 6 here. And then draw the Usher. Although we have Hammer. We have Hammer, right? Hammer is all set to be very good next turn. I think I'll do it because it seems like good action here. Still, we have something for the turn after, right? Was that too aggro? I mean, they had all this open mana. We knew they had something. Maybe I wasn't supposed to do that. I don't know. But it looks like they're kind of out of options. None of these are these cool uncommon lands, right? So, looking good for the home team this time. There you go.
I do my hair toss, check my nails. Baby, how you feeling?
Yeah, I suppose digging towards bombs is a really good point, Mike. I don't know. You know, we were very advantaged in that one, but you want to try to get all the advantage you can. I don't know if I increased or decreased our win percentage when I kept that Usher on top. It's hard to know. But a 7-0, I mean, if I was ever to 7-0 with a deck, come on. This is ridiculous. That may be the first game I won without the help of without the help of either Showdown or Unleashed. I think 6 of my 7 wins involved casting one of these two. And we did it. Claim this prize. To come back later and clear out one of these quest slots. But I'm going to hop to Soapbox. Just a brief one for you there, YouTube, but I thought I'd show off like the best deck I've had in the format. I mean, that's really what this video is an excuse for, is to show you that sicko deck. My goodness. Wow. Okay. 7-0, because I can open broken cards real good. And we'll see you in the next draft. Bye, YouTube friends.